Mark and Sabrina stared at each other. When they began this final conversation, the sun was at its peak. Now, it was time to turn on the lamp, but neither had. Everything they wanted to say was said, yet Mark could not move from this couch to the door. He cleared his throat to say one last thing. What does Mark tell Sabrina? That he loves her? That he hates her? Let's write for 7 minutes and see. Ready? Go. That's 7 minutes. Everybody finish their sentences. All right. So I've been doing a lot of thrillers, psychological scariness my past few writing prompts. So wanted to come back and do a more relationship focused prompt. And so what's better to do than a final conversation, as I called it? And I'm excited to read what you guys wrote, how it ended up between Mark and Sabrina. So please put your stories in the comments. I would love to read them. And this is what I wrote. Mark and Sabrina stared at each other. When they began this final conversation, the sun was at its peak. Now it was time to turn on the lamp, but neither had. Everything they wanted to say was said, yet Mark could not move from this couch to the door. He cleared his throat to say one last thing. Sabby, don't call me that. You know I hate it when you call me that. Sabrina's arms were crossed. She stared out the window, shaking her head. Even in the shadow, Mark could see her hazel eyes, but he had barely seen them in the last few hours. Sabrina, I don't think there's much else to say, Mark. She finally turned to him. He swore he saw her anger break, give way to hope. I really think, he wrung his hands, trying to find the right words. Sabrina raised her eyebrows, annoyed that she had to wait for something that was not going to make a difference for her. Mark's throat started to close. He pushed out, I really think we can try again. You already said this, and I already said no. Mark scooted toward her on the couch, closing what felt like miles between them. Please, this, he just gestured between them. This we can work on. We can work through this. Sabrina snapped on the lamp next to her. Now Mark saw clearly her hazel eyes were almost black. There's no working through cheating, Mark. Get out. So this was not their reconciliation Mark hoped for, but I hope you had fun writing with me. Thank you for writing with me. I'm proud of you, and I'll see you next time.